This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Oklahoma Sooners. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they read the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Dropping back, it's Maldonado. Looking left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made.
And they got him for the sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Trying to get this defense off to a good start. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know.
Can I even challenge it? Listen. What did it say?
Player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got an open man. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, midshipman. And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Quarterback checking off. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Using his feet. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Maldonado. Quickly out to the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And Navy will go back on the attack. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On second down, wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The give on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
These corners going to give them some space. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's an awesome-looking carry. And you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are three...
Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. The 20. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The kickoff team out there getting set. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll start this drive firing. He's right on target. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Lining up for the PAT.
Throw myself way back. Throw them right back into the game.
Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arkansas is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Fayetteville. They're trailing by 21 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Breaks the tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. It's complete to the right. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short.
Bro, what the fuck?
Play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ain't no way. Exactly. Where illegal block in the back, decline, accept.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Well,
First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Buys a little time with his feet. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing an incompletion.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Maldonado. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the right. Off he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Makes a connection.
What the hell? What the hell?
And he ran away from the crowd. Touchdown, midshipman.
Oh, yeah. No boy Bradley broke exactly single block that off.
So many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive.
I guess he knew he wanted it more.
They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters.
Snags it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Maldonado. trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more management.
Yeah, and when it's third and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got him in third and long, still in a good situation here.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And here comes the Navy offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got the back over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The magic beam is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this deep.
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Oh, he got it.
And he reels it in inside the 30.
I thought he did catch it. Let's go.
And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I just highball that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Looking to throw, it's Maldonado. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Pocket starts to collapse. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Got the first down, looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Splits the uprights. It's good. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Navy will go back on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Hit the gas can. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
He finds his man. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
No.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got his man.
Let's try.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Navy quick to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Here comes the option. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get it out to the run.
That's too much work.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, midshipman. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
All right, Navy. All we need is one good stop.
Point is good, and they have an 11-point
Come
lead.
on, Mark. Come on, team.
So it's a 73-yard
Marcus is
touchdown
paving
drive.
the way.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback.
That's a good defense. What
They
you
bring
talking
him down,
about?
and
Run
he's gonna lose
stoppers?
a yard on that one.
We here.
He tried to do all he could.
We are
He broke
trash,
one
but we
tackle.
are
My goodness,
here.
guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good
team is
defensive
smoking
coordinator.
you.
They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle if one
Yeah.
guy misses.
Come on.
another
That's what I'm
misses.
talking about.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the
Yeah, they
offensive
running
line
that-
coaches.
we on that.
Guys, don't watch them tackle offense.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive
Ah,
lineman,
this is
getting
the
to the
hard
running
part.
back, cat-like
Can I get a stop
quickness.
here? Can I really show them I can do this?
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Maldonado. It's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the right.
No way.
Inside the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
You dare.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. On second down, just keeps firing.
No.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They'll run.
Yeah. Look at it.
Is free on the pitch. Bounced right back to them.
And the defense comes up.
Hey, I saw the military. I saw the military run a play just like that before. That's how it's like. I already know.
You're supposed to
Oh,
do.
you no, it's crazy. Watch it.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such.
He's off to
Oh
the
my
races.
gosh.
He's at
Run,
the
boy,
20,
run. Don't look back.
20.
Keep going. They love me. TD.
And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. On to attempt to try. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Oh yeah, nah, this one's inbound. Yes, sir. All right, let's see what y'all got, team.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Good close out. That's what I'm talking about.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast play.
Yeah, actually, I only got 195
Now the
speed, dude.
quarterback changing the original play call.
Nobody else decent, just decent enough speed.
To the air, it's Maldonado.
Ooh.
Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Man, what a
This is
great
what we've been
break
training
on the football.
for.
Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those
3 seasons
guys,
of
man, they don't
losing.
have great hands all the time.
Now
but
this
you
is it.
always remember your first. Your first
All right, come on, Marcus.
interception.
Oh, yeah.
He'll
Oh,
always
yeah.
remember
Oh, yeah.
this moment.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
No.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
I hate this game. I hate this game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
We do this for a living. We do this for a living. We do this for a living. Get that first down. That's what I'm talking about. Get in there.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone.
He's there just to get the job done.
To turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
We could do this right here. This right.
Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. With jet sweep pass.
Yeah, good play. Come on, man. You get banged.
This senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
Come on,
when
team.
you see that motion. So
I need one more from you. Just give me one more day.
That's why.
Give me one more day. Yeah.
To the house. Touchdown, midshipman. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
That's what I'm talking about, team.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
All right. Go. We looking good, team. We looking good. Let's continue playing confident. Let's set some stuff up real quick.
One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
I figured. I was trying to figure out who to cover. I was like, which one does he see?
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The goal, hey, listen, I was like, yeah, I'm not giving, he got to take a short route on that play. That's for sure. Because I know that's what I would have do. I would automatically try to get something nice and deep on the first play.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Yep.
They're trying to get to him. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Come on.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass block. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Okay, that's
Stop just across the 50 at the
perfectly
49-yard
fine. We can sleep with that.
To pick up a 10 and a 1st down. The Sooners are flying down the field. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to pass. It's Maldonado. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know for a hole.
Got the DTs for it. Doesn't matter. We need feeding them that chow hall.
Well, they needed 2 yards.
They in there.
They get to him as he throws.
I really had to pick and choose. I didn't know which one you was getting.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on from the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He wants it all.
Ooh, come on, bro. Why you pushing by the way? You should have died for that ball. Unacceptable. Getting paid all this money, man. I seen it. No, I don't think I did.
Before the defense finally makes the stop. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
No way!
The end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Read the script, man.
Direct snap. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Push! Push! Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Get that first down.
Up enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Mariota, this is what you've been training for your entire life.
You need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Throws to the tight end.
Oh, he got it. Let's go.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free. That wasn't even the play. It'll be third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them. And
I can't even see what I'm looking at. What is this? Oh my gosh, bro. To follow the play.
On third down, he drops to throw.
Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Oh!
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite.
Why would you try to bubble that ball, bro?
And now he's in 400. 400.
No.
That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Oh my gosh, bro! He literally
broke the play screen. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They want to run this quarterback.
Come on, Mariota! Let's go!
Got enough space. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip.
Good game, man. Good game. Good game.
Score looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hopefully it is. I heard, like, it's so much different features coming out, but, I mean, we'll see when it comes out. Or was it good, or?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to come out because I got the Madden too, but hopefully Madden be good.
The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
At the 35, he's got room. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Off play action on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Beard. Here's a throw downfield late.
Oh my God! What a dot! That was a dot. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, we had that box. No,
made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
He was beating him. I mean, that's what realistic. If that was Madden, that would have never happened.
This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
You said what?
They'll throw it on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the offense for the
good game, man. Until we meet again.
Plenty of fireworks
until we meet again.
A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
We talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough
Wait, dog name is Tony Macaroni. Dog named himself after a Bohemian place. But your worst nightmare, boy. Dog. But I just thought they finished, man. But you go right back to where you at, bro. Let me get that though. Actually, somebody said boba. Somebody say baba. Hello. Goodness crazy. That guy's sick. What are we doing here? Bruh, why have that? You mean pennies? You know dang well y'all ain't hit nothing, bruh. Ladies. Yo, we flying on the C-17, pal, tomorrow. Yes, sir, pal. Where's Nathan? He was like, "Are you ready?" Yeah, send me an invite, bro. Bro, you should have seen it. You should have seen it the other day, bro. We had a chance to win, and I watched him throw it all away. I watched it, bro. I never said you, Krillo. You sound like you call yourself out.